welcome to the yet another episode of Cut the Noise, where we break down the complex financial topics, news, and anything which is happening around the globe and which can impact us as an investor or as an individual. And today we have a very interesting topic. A lot of people are hearing about the Red Sea, what is happening in the Red Sea, and how it is going to impact us, how it is going to impact the globe. And to break down this topic in a very simple manner, today we have Abhishek Goyal with us, the Chief Risk Officer of GRIP Fixed Income Opportunities. So, first of all, Abhishek, thank you so much for taking your time and coming to our show to explain this topic in the best way possible. Abhishek, my first question to you is, what is happening in the Red Sea?
There is this particular group of rebels called the Houthi rebels, which are stationed in Yemen. Over the last couple of weeks, they have been using missiles and drones to attack ships that are passing through this one very particular canal, which then leads into the Red Sea. As for their, I guess the next question would be, what is their motivation to have this, to do these attacks on these ships? Is that they are actually, given what's happening in the Israel and Gaza situation, they are standing in solidarity with Gaza, and they are saying that they will continue to do these attacks till Israel, if it allows at least food and medical supplies to go freely into Gaza. But that is currently not being allowed by Israel. And as a retaliation to that, the Houthi rebels, who stand in solidarity with Gaza, have decided that this is the way they are going to retaliate against what is being done there.
Why Red Sea is so important and how it affects on what we buy and sell globally.
I think that's a really important question, and first and foremost, to understand the importance of Red Sea for all global trade. So I'll just give you some numbers to put things into perspective. Approximately 12% of all global trade goes through the Red Sea. 30% of container traffic globally, and these are not only, I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about global, goes through the Red Sea. 12% of oil goes through the Red Sea, and 8% of liquefied natural gas. So if you just kind of put all of this into context, this is a very integral pathway for all global trade. And when we speak about India, as you know, India buys a lot of their crude oil from Russia and Saudi. So 65% of the crude oil that India buys goes through this particular channel also. So this plays a very crucial role in all global trade.
Do you think the incidents which are happening in the Red Sea could gradually impact for the things we buy from US or Europe?
For Europe particularly, this is the most used trade route for all the material that is going from China to Europe. So if you have longer transit times, of course, there will be a longer for the finished goods to reach the US or the raw materials. The second thing, that during COVID, we saw container prices shoot up. So in fact, if you see just pre-COVID and post-COVID, container prices went up about 10 times. Okay. Already, given what is happening, container costs for January are already up about 3x versus what they were about last month, right? So that's one. And second is that if you're obviously, given that these ships are now under some potential danger, the insurance cost for these ships has both skyrocketed. If with both of these costs going up, eventually the consumer is the one who's going to have to bear the brunt. We've seen that the inflation in the US, which was as high as 9%, has finally come down, is coming down, is down about 3%. If this particular situation does not actually solve itself with some amount of quickness, the inflation may not come down. In fact, it may start going up. Interest rates may not, hence the Federal Reserve and the European central banks may find it difficult to cut interest rates, which is what now the whole, whether it's the stock markets or economists are all now expecting. So, it's very interesting, but these are all somehow connected to each other.
Now, coming back to India, do you think there is some link in trade between India and Red Sea, and how it will impact the things happening in India?
So as we know, India imports, most of its oil requirements, and 65% of that oil comes through this route. So there is again two order effects. First is that since these attacks have started, the global prices of oil have started going up. So just think about it. That means India, which it was buying oil, the cost of buying that oil has gone up by about 7-8% in the last month for India. Second of all is, again, the ships are not being able to come through, or if they have to come to India, they again have to take a longer route. So in the same way, the price of oil that India is buying is going to go up. Because of the function of the global prices of oil going up because of what's happening, and second, because of the price of just the container ships going up. So as a function of both of that, we will see that oil, there is a potential of oil prices going up. And of course, as you know, an increase in oil prices obviously goes through the entire economy and has a massive impact on inflation. And then, Megha, of course, what we haven't talked about, which is a very important point, is the human the human aspect of all of this, right? Because all these ships, as you can appreciate, have large number of crews, etc. So it's also their safety which is at risk when these ships are being attacked.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, once again for explaining this topic so well that I think even a kid who is watching us right now can understand that what is happening in Red Sea and how it impacts us and how it is impacting the inflation. So guys, I hope you also found this video helpful. If yes, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, get a grip on your money and go beyond. Investments in debt securities are subject to risks. Read all the offer-related documents carefully.